Welcome to my channel, All for Health with Jane. The Senzo Meyiwa murder trial continues, a trial within a trial. Family, this video covers the actual reason why there was a scuffle in court yesterday. The scuffle that arose between accused number 3, 4, and 5, as well as their prison warder. And it covers the way the court has resolved this matter. Family, let's listen to the following clips.
Clear what led to what the nature of the incident is that led to the scuffle. We just thought that we want to place that on record.
Which accused are those?
We saw accused number 3 and accused number 3, 4, and 5.
So they were involved in a scuffle?
Yes, with a prison warder.
With a warder or with warders?
A prison warder specifically. We just saw one at some point, and his colleagues later came to his rescue. But it was a physical confrontation.
Was it? Yes. Mr. Mnisi, your client, I'm told, accused number 3 was involved in a scuffle. You've taken instructions for the court to understand what was happening.
It's true, there was a bit of a noise as I turned around.
Hello?
I'm saying it's true that I had a commotion because I was looking forward, but when I turned around, I saw a gentleman, like this huge gentleman, and he hit accused number 3 with his shoulder. So I don't know how he started, but that is what I saw. He hit accused number 3 with his shoulder. I think in the process, then accused number 3 tried to defend himself. So, but how it started, I really don't know.
Is that all you can tell the court?
That's what I saw, my lord.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I can take further instructions.
Yeah, please do.
Thank you.
My lord, may I also in the meantime
Yes,
take
yes,
instructions?
even you.
Yes, thank you.
I will do the same, man.
Apparently, what I'm getting from accused number 3 is the fact that when it is adjournment, they would then stand up in order to stretch themselves, and at some point they would sit where they are resting their backs. There's a bit of a bench there where they would sit in order to stretch themselves. Apparently, the gentleman that I've just pointed out to the court does not take kind to that. And they are saying in each case that is, or he is saying that in each case that the gentleman is here at court, he would command them to sit as they are seated here now, as if the court is still in process. But today specifically what happened, he approached them again and said to them they should sit down as they are seated here, even though it is adjournment. And then according to accused number 3, he then uttered the word, if they do not want to comply with his instructions, it's going to hit them. Mabengafuni ukwenza lokho akushoyo uzobashaya. So then they said, no, but this is adjournment. We are entitled to stretch our leg because we seated here for more than 2 hours. So we can't continue sitting like this even when it is adjournment. We need to stretch our legs. So he did not take kind to that. So then he started to hold him, and then he hit him with the shoulder. Then accused number 3 then also had to stand up to ward off those blows, but by not in the way of retaliation as it would be understood. He was actually trying to ward off those blows that the gentleman here was trying to administer on him. That is the version that I'm getting. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Momalo.
Thank you, my lord, for the court's indulgence. The instruction that I'm getting, or the version that I'm getting, is similar to the one of my colleague, Advocate Mnisi. He tells me that it was during the adjournment, the tea break adjournment, when he was approached by the member of the correctional services, which has been pointed out by my colleague, to sit properly. He says that they've been sitting in that fashion throughout the adjournments. So what surprised him was that it was only for the first time today that the member of the correctional service has a problem with the sitting arrangement. He then saw the said member hitting accused number 3 with the shoulder to such an extent that accused number 3 nearly fell to him. The said member further dragged him with his leg in order for him to sit properly. He says that he did not take kind of that. That is the only thing that happened, my lord. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Meyiwa.
As it pleases the court, my lord, my instructions are that accused number 5 was bumped by accused number 2 as he's being pushed as the accused number 3 was pushed to him, and he bumped accused number 5. That is all that happened according to him. Then he was surprised because he was not even paying attention what was happening.
So accused number 1 and 2 were not involved in the scuffle.
Not my lord.
Mr. Mgomezulu, your clients were not involved in the scuffle.
They were not involved.
The gentleman there, what's your full? Yeah, your full name, sir.
Mr. Ernest Jack.
Yes. I'm not taking anything under oath, okay? That's why I didn't even want the accused themselves to tell me what has happened. But with you, you're not represented.
Yes.
So you can tell me, if you so desire, you can tell me what you say happened.
I don't have a problem.
Hello?
I do not have a problem to say that.
Yeah, okay, fine, no problem. Yeah.
So, just moments after the short adjournment, all the accused were standing, right? But say 5 minutes or 6 minutes later, you went out. Accused number 4 was sitting. Can I, by any chance, show how he was?
Yeah, okay, fine.
Actually, he was sitting just like this.
Okay.
So I took some time, maybe a minute or so. Then I stood up and then shouted, Nduli, I'm not familiar with their names. Nduli, you cannot sit like that. This is court. So he was like, no, you're not going to tell me how to sit here. And then I came closer. I was like, no, you are going to sit proper way. 3 of them were howling now. Senzo Meyiwa, if you start this thing of yours, can I just go back a little bit on the 15th? On the 15th, it was a Wednesday this month. There was an issue of some sort. They started one by one. They seated that way. The fourth suspect was the one who started the whole thing. Then on the 15th I came and I was like, no guys, you cannot allow each other to sit like that. this is a court. Yes, it is an adjournment, but now you can stand, you can sit like in a proper way, but you cannot sit on top of that like I just showed. So later on, my colleagues, I was talking with my colleagues that, listen, tell me if I'm doing the wrong thing. Are they sitting in a proper way? Then they were like, no, this is wrong. Okay, I let it loose. And I was like, no, maybe when we go down, we need to address them. Now, before we went down, one of them, I cannot recall which one, he was sitting this side, facing that direction. Can I show you? He was sitting like this. I even shouted again. Listen, you cannot sit. This is not the proper way of sitting. Luckily enough, the orderly, the lady, saw it. So now we went down. It was an adjournment again. I called it in the cell. I was like, hey, I tried to stop this thing, and you were howling at me. I was a bit not sure to call you into order in front of the people. So they were like, no, this is not your job. You cannot tell us. Your only job is to escort us to here. And I was like, that's whereby you are not getting it right. You are my duty as long as you are in front of. That is why I'm forever standing there. I'm watching you. I'm observing. I'm monitoring every movement. So I tried to speak to the orderly, to perhaps speak to the prosecutor or you. Then he was like, no, she's gonna take it out. We're fine with that. Indeed, the following days, everything, before they could start, they would check if I'm there. If I'm not there, I don't know what way they would be. So everything just went well to show that they followed my instruction. So coming today, I called. I said, Nduli, you cannot sit like that. Then they howled at me. Suzokushaya tina if usondela la. Then I was like, okay, if that's the way, you can fight me if you want, but you are going to sit very well, proper and proper. Then I tried to pull. Accused number 3 was closer. I went down like I was kneeling, going forward. Accused number 4. Then I saw a blow coming on my way. The first one was accused number 3 and number 5. Number 4, I was trying to duck. Eventually, my colleagues came closer, but now they were all standing. The other 2 they didn't do anything. Accused number 1 and number 2. In the nutshell, that's what happened. All the other thing, I'm happy that the journalists were holding their phones. I think there's a full clip as to what exactly happened.
Okay, is that it, sir?
That is it.
Mr. Baloi, anything to add or which you saw?
Well, our observation is according to what has just been described now.
What's wrong with the mics now? Nothing. That's what.
The following is how Judge Ratha resolved the matter. Family, let's listen.
That's okay. And I'm not saying anybody has done anything wrong, because I wasn't here. But I've been told that there was some undignified scuffle which took place during the tea break. And my only admonition is, we all are adults. We must just behave like adults. That gentleman, Mr. Uvusi, has got a job to do. If he does it obstreperously, meaning out of the bounds of the decorum of the court, obviously he will be wrong. But from what he's demonstrating to me, He's also responsible, and I'm not saying you're going to run away and escape, but we have had instances in court where accused people get out of court and run away. He's got his own brief as to how people must be seated. Are they under handcuffs, your clients? Hello?
Mine is on,
They are all-
mine is on leg irons.
Hello?
He's on leg irons.
Leg irons, fine, yeah. So let's just behave. I'm not making any finding. That's why I didn't want anybody to swear, to say he's going to tell the truth, nothing else but the truth. So help me God. Let's just behave ourselves. There's nothing wrong with you stretching. You can even jump. I mean, but if the gentleman believes that maybe that is not the decorum we should be adopting, I think he's entitled to have a word. Number 4. You can resolve that by speaking. I ubulo. Okay, that's all I'm going to say.
Inkantolo ithi ke kungakho ingaka ibize umuntu ukuthi eze la azoma la ukuthi ke ayizofikelela kwisinqumo ukuthi ubani onecala ubani ongenacala kodwa na njengoba lisetshenziswe ke igama lokuthi ke sibadala ke lana akekho oyingane la kuyakhulunyiswana uma kuwukuthi ukhona ke kuyena uMr Jack akushilo kunina ke kuyakhulunywa hayi ukuthi ke manje kuse bese kuyashaywana kuyaliwa ke futhi ke inkantolo iyakusho nokuthi ke uma kwenzeka ke lokho lana ke ibikade ingekho yona ingakho ke ingenzanga ngalendlela eyichazile ngaphambilini kodwa nje ukuthi asisebenzise nje imiqondo yethu ke sicabangeke uma kufanele ukuthi into ixazulule ngokuthi kukhulunywe hayi ukuthi kuze kushaywaneke nanjengoba ekuboni eshilo nango isibonelo lesi saseParliament ukuthi asifuni ukuthi kuze kufikelele khona lapho uthi ngokucacileke unendlela uMr Jack atshelwe ngayo ukuthi kufanele umsebenzi wakhe awenze kanjani kufanele ke naloko sikuhloniphe.
Okay, thanks. Yes, Mr. Meyiwa, do you still have any questions?
Thank you for watching this video to the end. Please do not forget to like it before you leave. Family, subscribe for my channel if you haven't done so yet. I love you, family, and I will see you on my next upload. Bye.